All right, most of you have already probably heard holes 10, 11, and 12 have been taken out at Ellison. So for the first tracks tournament, we're gonna add 3 temporary holes. So we're at hole 9 right now. The basket on the cliff. So the next tee is gonna be down the hill between these 2 pine trees in the center of the screen. It's pretty steep and icy right here. I suggest backtracking a little bit, and if you walk this way a little bit, it's less steep and you should be able to get down. If you're uncomfortable going down the steep part, you can walk all the way to the next basket along this ridge and you can get down there pretty easy. Okay, we made it down the hill. Please be extra careful going down the hill. It's going to be icy. Take your time. And also watch out for people throwing on hole, I believe 5. You're going to be kind of walking towards their fairway if you go to the left, so keep an eye out for that. So here we are, hole 10. Going to be teeing off between these 2 big pine trees, and it's pretty much a dead straight shot. I've lasered it at right around 300 feet. You just got to make this gap, and then I'm not sure what these next 2 trees are. Looks like some kind of cedar maybe, but you want to fly right between these, and the walking path is going to be out of bounds behind the basket, so keep that in mind. Be careful going down the terrace. So road's gonna be OB over there. Any of these little fenced in sections is just gonna be free casual relief, no penalty. So if you somehow land inside one of these fences, just play directly behind it. And the basket is going to be on this stump right here. You got the road out of bounds again, and here we are looking back towards the tee. This is about 300 feet. Okay, here's the stump where the basket's going to be. To get to hole 11, you're going to take a quick right, and you're going to walk down, and there's a few little fenced off bushes right here. The tee is going to be next to this corner stone frame, and we're going to put it in the road. I'm guessing that's going to be the best footing, but this is about 230 feet. It's going to be left to right. We're going to call the left side of the road out of bounds. So that means you have to land on this side of the road. If you land in the road on this hole, it's okay. The road's going to be out of bounds for the rest of the holes, but this side of the road, left side, is going to be out of bounds. And this is about 230 feet. Imagine most right-handed players would throw a forehand. You can throw a little turnover putter. We're going to have the basket probably 20 feet in front of this pine tree ahead of me, kind of on a side hill. Right in this area. Okay, so these reeds on the right are going to be out of bounds. They're not going to be marked, but it should be pretty easy to tell if you're in them or not. If you're close to the edge, it's going to be a group decision. With 5 players on every card, should be able to come to a consensus. So if you're in the reeds, you're out of bounds, play it from where you think it went in. And left side of the road, also OB. Back up to the path and start moving back towards the bathroom area along the path. Okay, so we're walking out the path. We're walking past hole 3, and we're gonna keep going up around the curve to the next hole. Okay, after a little bit of a walk, we're up to hole 2's tee, and you're gonna bear right, kind of a little bit past this cabin. There's a walking path here, might be covered, might be not. Okay, hole 12. We're just to the right side of the cabin, about even with the chimney, if you're out here next week practicing. And it's gonna be dead straight ahead. Where my bag is, in between two trees, it's about 180 feet. And you've got the OB walking path on the left, and then there's gonna be OB on the right side as well. There's a pretty good cliff that I'm gonna call OB. I'm not sure how I'm gonna mark this yet. Probably have to do it with some flags or spray paint, but it's generally gonna be, if you're past any of the trees, so if you're on the right side of any of the trees, you're gonna be out of bounds. That's gonna be the line. These trees along the right, so if you're past any of these, you're gonna be out. Up closer to the basket, it dips out to the right quite a bit. But the basket's gonna be here between these two trees. It's a generally flat spot. It's gonna be easy to put a basket up. That's gonna be the basket. You've got about 40-45 feet past it before you get to the OB road. The right side's a lot closer, probably 30 feet before you get to the cliff. And like I said, the OB line is going to be the trees, so if you're past any of the trees, that's going to be out. And then it'll wrap around and basically just follow the tree line on the right. After hole 12, you're going to work back up the hill, and this is the basket for hole 1. So sadly, you're going to have to backtrack up this path through the parking lot, back to hole 1's tee. Got you pretty close to back to the starting point, so there's not too bad of a walk. Just be aware people will be throwing at this basket, so keep your heads up walking back. But this path will bring you back to the parking lot, and then you can continue on hole 1 for your second loop.